uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-Side official, no negotiations needed, period. You already know WCS is back in the building with a late one. Shout out to Carlos Rosado in the building. What it do, man? You already know. Shout out to my guy Haynes Legacy. Always, man. God bless you, brother. Good to see you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Continue recovery. You know what I'm saying? Keep the prayers up for Haynes Legacy always. Yes, sir. Salute to you and the fam. Everybody got family. Y'all enjoying your Memorial Day holiday. You know what I'm saying? Drink responsibly. And you know, whatever food you eat, you know what it's about, man. So Davis and Stevenson are fighting now. Didn't say that. I'm just putting it up there to speak as a conversational piece. That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. Man, big shout out to you, Haynes. Appreciate that, man. Dropping the 20 piece in the Cash App, man. Much appreciated. Thanks, man. One love to you as always. You know, being consistent with everything you got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's much appreciated. Salute to you, my brother. Keep on, you know, getting better, recovering. And I definitely appreciate you joining the chat, man, and tuning in. I got some topics that I just need some help with, some clarity, of course. So as you see the thumbnail, like Carlos, you know, commented on, so they signed the fight. No, they're not signed to anything right now. But like I always say, I want to speak on it. Okay, let me get Itauma out the way. Moses Itauma out the way. I mean, promising heavyweight. Got the looks, the height. He ain't sloppy. You know, unfortunately, he's not a U.S. heavyweight. Okay, but he has the snapshot to do some solid things, from what I'm saying. I know it's a lot of people talking about his recent knockout, but that guy was a football player. And with football players, man, I believe he had a slight case of CTE because he ran right in there into a right hook, and goddamn it was a blitz on that chin. And you know what happened to blitzes? They usually get the sack, right? Most of the time. So Itauma's freaking right hook blitzed the shit out of this dude. I was like, come on, second round, dog. Second round, it wasn't on a sense of urgency, man. And this just goes to show you dudes is just in there coming for a check. And this is my take on Moses. Moses has mad potential, but what he's going to have to work on is simply elevating his competition. I do believe, him being ranked number one now in the WBO. Gustavo ranked him numero uno in the WBO. It's going to be sooner or later that he's going to get a big fight or a shot at the interim title or something like that. Do I think he's ready for Joseph Parker? Nah. Would I like to see him fight Fabio Wardley? Yeah. I like to see him fight Fabio Wardley. But to be honest with you, he has unlimited potential. He has what it takes, the height, the reach. He should do well for himself up there. So keep your eye on Moses Itauma, man. He still got to step up his competition. And as I was searching, cycling through the WBO rankings, I saw that Richie Torres was number 15. That right there, I'm going to keep a special look out for Richie Torres. The only other fight I ever did a freaking discovery on throughout the rankings was Jaron Ennis. I think the second one is going to be Richie Torres. Why? Because it's just seemed a bit. I think this is going to be a very expeditious climb for Richie Torres, but it's going to be tough. It's hard for me to say that Richie's going to be able to make it without getting the L. Okay? Let's go to Manny Pacquiao. I need to get him out the way. Manny Pacquiao, the fact that people always treat him as he's a newcomer to the sport with all these accolades. Look, Manny Pacquiao is making 8 a bad number. 8 is actually a pretty decent number, real talk. But Manny Pacquiao, bro, it's no way in hell that y'all should be up here co-signing Manny's returns. Am I wrong? Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong, chat? It's no reason that we should still hear the same thing, man. That they saying, oh, man, see, it's going to work itself out. You take the decline of Mario Barrios and the way he's been looking in his previous fights, and then you addition that in comparison to Manny Pacquiao, being that he's 46 years of age, been boxing damn near 30 years, and they kind of mesh together. They kind of cancel one another out and put them on the same level. Okay, so let me get this straight, right? So you're saying Mario Barrios being a younger fighter, 16 years younger, you're saying that just because he's been looking like he's on the decline, that type of disadvantage that it will be to other fighters that's in better shape, better technical skill set than Mario Barrios. You trying to say Manny Pacquiao is coming around the right time to face Barrios? Why he's on his way out the door? He's on the decline. So it pretty much equals the playing field? No. I'm going to tell you, the only way that Manny's going to beat Mario Barrios is if Barrios allows Manny to beat him. That's just the way I look at it. Manny is old. He goes on these runs, shadow box in on the basketball courts and all that. But Mario should be able to go in there and beat Manny Pacquiao. It shouldn't be a Mario Barrios that just gives up his title to an old Manny just so Manny can go in there and make another couple of paychecks. No, I'm putting every bit of my confidence in El Azteca that he'll be able to get this freaking this victory, unless they take it from him like Tony Weeks took it from Barroso. In this case, if it's Tony Weeks, he won't be stopping and screwing over, the old guy. He's gonna screw over the young guy. If the referee stops Barrios because he do at certain points in the fight, he does have those moment of funk where he takes consistent punishment, starts to swell up, and make the fight just look bad. You really make the fight tougher than what it should be. So just keep your eyes zoomed into that. Okay. Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson. If you're listening, hello, how you doing? You've heard me mention this before when hardly anyone wants to mention it. You put out a face-off between you and Shakur. I seen, a couple of videos where you say people want to fight, but you know that I was talking about it. I was pushing that some months ago. Keyshawn's sitting 13-0 and 9 knockouts right now. He's about to step in there with Edwin De Los Santos. Now, there have been chatter about the layoff for De Los Santos, but I'm not really tripping off the layoff because it's only been like 6 months. Okay, 6 or 7 months. It's not too bad, from my understanding. It's not too bad. Let me double check that. His last fight. No, I take that back. I stand corrected. I know the chat was about to correct me. His last fight was November 16, 2023. Okay, so we talking about a year and over a year and a half. He's been out the ring, I think. Yeah, over a year and a half. He's been out the ring. Yeah, he's been out over a year and a half. So a lot of people are talking about De Los Santos being out the ring for that long and the effect that it may have with Keyshawn Davis, really going in there and getting a quality opposition. Keyshawn didn't like the fact that he's been criticized lately of people saying his showcases are with fighters who are either old or pretty much in Edwin De Los Santos' case, been laid off. I can't be that petty to Keyshawn like that. Keyshawn, man, he's one of those, Olympians who should get the respect he deserves. I think he's the next star. He has the mouthpiece and everything like that. But I'm sure, Keyshawn, I feel good that he's going to get past Edwin De Los Santos. I do. I feel deep down inside that, he should retain his seat. You know what I'm saying? His championship seat, his throne as the lightweight titleist in the WBO sanctioned body. I do believe Keyshawn is going to make that happen. Now, with Shakur Stevenson coming up, okay, with William Cepeda, that's going to be a good fight. But also, I feel that one of those guys are going to win. I see Shakur coming out victorious. I just feel this may be chaos. This may be one of those fights that you see a bit more turbulence than you used to seeing in a fight between Shakur and Cepeda. This may be one of Shakur's more formidable opposition. You understand? This may be the fight that raises brows and have people tuned in and say, you know what? I kind of underestimated this guy. But let's just say, granted, both of them win their fights. These two brothers, I need to ask you a question. Whose jurisdiction is it in the lightweight division? We need to determine jurisdiction in the lightweight division. There's too much talent there for someone not to take control and unify the division. I know we finally was able to get Jaron Ennis and Imante Stantionis. We finally got that IBF and WBA unification. But what about the lightweight division? This has to have some type of closure We have to condense it a little bit in 26. We do. We have to start talking about a fight after both of you all get past your fights, right? We have to start talking about Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis fighting each other. Waiting on this tank. No, man. Y'all should fight each other and make millions doing it. Didn't Keyshawn sign a sponsorship deal over there with Turkey? Isn't Shakur over there with Turkey? You all are in the right shadow. You know what I'm saying? For you all to have that single bulb where you can see the contractual documents and make this fight happen. Somebody needs to take control of the jurisdiction over there in the lightweight division. It shouldn't be that much talent and y'all just fighting around and around and around and around and around. Y'all gonna try to wait till some of the other fighters get up there. The Abdullah Masons, the Andy Cruz. I mean, they're gonna be there before you know it. But for you all, it's a fight that needs to happen. The fight fans would love to see two silver champion Olympians square up. Have we ever had a fight like this happen before? That we have two Olympic champions, silver standard, and also both of them are champions in the same division. If by chance you in the chat may know if that's ever occurred under your guard, please drop it in the chat. I'm all about being educated, please. Please drop it in the chat. I would truly, truly appreciate it. My bad. I was asking if they were fighting versus each other because I didn't know if they were, but regardless, I'm watching. Okay. You need that join thing for your page. The join. Okay. You need that join thing for your page. You have to let me know what you're talking about. You talking about for StreamYard or Facebook? You have to let me know what you're talking about. Because I don't know exactly what that means that you're seeing. But we will find it out sooner or later. But yeah, this is at a point right now where just like we have in other divisions, you know, we have people talking about in a way and who he should fight and when he should fight. You know, people have so much clarity and projection on what should happen in Inoue's career. Why don't we hold the same standard to Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson? We should kind of have projections on what we want them to fight too. If Keyshawn's planning on moving up to attempt to fight at 140, kudos on him. But if by chance you're trying to hold down residence as a tenant in the lightweight division, a world champion, the world would like to see you and your brother face off and have a fight together. You all are not blood brothers. You're not twins. You know what I'm saying? You didn't sign no contract where you both slit your wrist and y'all put your wrist together and said, we're blood brothers for life. And, you know, y'all went out there and rolled off into the sunset on your horses. That's not the case. I think the fight fans understand the latitude and longitude. I think they understand that 2026 will be a nice open calendar to set up a big fight. Tank will be coming off Roach fight in June. So it's a lot of talk that can happen near the end of the year, being that we have a big fight coming up in September. I mean, that would be a great fight to have as a main event. Seriously, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson. This would be a great fight to have in 2026, not in Newark. No, we're talking about somewhere like, you know, the MSG or in Vegas. Yes, this needs to be the breakout fight. If either one half of these individuals is unwilling to step in there and make money, because I can see how Shakur, he's about to get paid pretty well fighting Cepeda. He may look at it like, I don't really need to sacrifice, my brother, to go in there and fight him, and I just got paid the amount of money I did. That might be his mentality. I don't know. I just feel like for the fight fans and to put some exciting matchups on the calendar for 2026, I would like to see these two determine who's the best between them. Two Olympians, you know what I'm saying? They served USA Boxing. They did what they had to do. Same weight class. Both are champions. Shakur's resume is a bit anchored. Okay. But, I really want to see them fight. And I wish they'd stop saying people want to see us fight, because it ain't no turmoil. I mean, how many times have y'all sparred each other? Don't act like somebody's trying to put you in purgatory. Oh, okay. I got you. Appreciate you. There, Haynes. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But it's not like you being placed in purgatory or something. Real talk. I don't think you believe that you're being placed in purgatory. I just think if you hear me request for you and Shakur to fight, it's just something that normal consumers and fight fans are requesting. You know what I'm saying? Future matchups. Not so much fantasy fights. I don't see y'all as a fantasy, because you got mad potential to get this fight done. You can. I don't see it as fantasy. Like Crawford Canelo, that's fantasy. David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, fighting at heavyweight or something, or fighting Canelo. At one point in time that was fantasy. In a way, fighting Tank Davis, fantasy. This ain't a fantasy fight to me. This is a fight that I believe that would be extremely entertaining for the rules of engagement from both fighters who are considered to be technically advanced. Oh man, it'll be such a great, and being that they're boxing luminaries, hey, this not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. I'm gonna continue to ask for the fight until one of them move up. Now I know my naysayers and critics, the protesters, they're gonna be like, why you ain't pushing for Tank to do it? Because look, I'm just a fan of Tank's. Okay, I'm just a fan of his. If Tank want to fight either one of these guys, cool. But I just think when you look at Tank not being an Olympian, both of these guys are an Olympian. I mean, what's your point? I just feel the whole backstory of them guys, what they've earned in the amateur ranks up to the pros, their current success, how they've built their notoriety over time. Yes, this would be an exciting fight. Okay, definitely. Appreciate that, Carlos. Yeah, I was just looking over there to see. Yeah, I know how to put that up there. The only reason I haven't put it up there because I don't go live all the time. That's all. But thanks for re-emphasizing, explaining that. The fight should happen, and I think the timing is good. Yeah, I agree. I think the timing is good, man. I think the timing is good for that fight, for real. I do. I think the timing is excellent. Manny should be president of the Philippines by now. Just enjoy your next chapter and leave boxing alone. I don't want to see Manny go out. Well, Manny was telling somebody that he's giving away, so much money. And I'm saying, being that a person that was over in the Philippines at one time, I didn't find it took a lot of US dollars to live over there. I mean, every time I came through there, man, shit, me and my pockets was best friends. It was all about, the cost that I was over there in the 90s. I'm like, man, this is cheap. But for Manny to make the amount of money, what is going on? Are they extorting this man? I mean, where's his money being filtered? I don't want to go there, man. I want to stick it on, You know, man, you make a good point, but he should just be the president, just chill, relax. But you know, obviously he's coming back for money, bro. Obviously, how can you come back for money in the Philippines? Man, I bet Manny has a mansion over in the Philippines, and he paid a good $46.50 for it. Come on, man. And it came fully furnished with 2 goddamn dash hounds in the yard. For real, its own filtration system. Get the purest water. Seriously, man. Like where's your money going, man? Like if if you have to give up a lot of money just to stay over there, what's the benefit of you staying over there if you can't get any rest? You constantly going back to the ring. Damn. But Shakur and Keyshawn, if you're listening, yes, I'm politely, respectfully putting a request out there for you all to take in consideration to maybe come to an agreement to try to get that 10 million. You know, build up the fight. I hear people out here trying their best. See, I ask for you all to fight each other just off the strength of your ability, your background, your pedigree, right? What they're trying to do is, like they always do, they want to get out here and say that Shakur was taking shots at Shakur was taking shots at Keyshawn, and you know, that's your brother, whatever. He say, I've known Lamont a long time, and we cool. He's like a brother to me, but I'll fight him. But there's people up here trying to say that Shakur was taking shots at Keyshawn and all that. I say, hey, if they want to build up and try to make it look as credible as possible, all they have to do is start this a little bit of verbal sparring back and forth and talk that talk and then see what happened. People will eat it up. Absolutely. They will grab a seat, y'all. Quick. They will grab a seat and they will pay attention, because boxing is at a point right now where the appetite for great fights are in demand right now. You know, it's not enough entrees of big fights that's on the menu. So they're hungry, man. We should be talking about the fighters being hungry, but Turkey Al-Sheikh is feeding them those big checks. And some of these fighters, they ain't returning to 2026. That's why I'm saying this is the perfect time for these two to make it happen, man. Turkey Al-Sheikh giving away the guarantee money. You know, yeah, let's happen. Let's see it. They're young, so that everyone lose can still come back from a loss and have success. Facts, bro. That's facts. Either one of them, they take a loss, their stock is still going to go up just because they finally fought each other. But I'm thinking the smart way to do it is the step in for the challenge, make your money, laugh about it later, and then keep it moving. Continue to expand and try to get, certain sponsorships within boxing. I mean, it's out there. It just takes a little bit more energy. It's out there. Seriously. The shit is out there for these guys. I just want to continue to speak on it, because it's not a fight that's just going to ruin people's generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, people actually believe these guys are going to have a downfall or something. They're just going to have a total meltdown just because they got to step in the ring. We're not talking about the Charlo brothers. We're not talking about the Charlo brothers, man. We're just talking about a simple boxing match at 135 pounds to now begin to close down and see who has jurisdiction over that community. Who's going to be the king? It don't have to be none of the 3, 4, 5 kings or whatever they try to do. Who's going to be the king? Who's going to try to unify the division? If the mindset is to move up to 140, okay, that don't mean you cannot still have a big fight down to 135 with a well-known freaking champion. But I'm not gonna stay on here too long, man. Hey, we should do it again. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. Once again, prayers to my guy Haynes' legacy. He's battling. Stay strong. You and your family, because you got to include family in there. You got to include family in there, man. But real talk, y'all make sure y'all give a prayer for Haynes, man. You know what I'm saying? Give a prayer for that brother. He's fighting every day. Ongoing health problems. You know what I'm saying? I truly appreciate your support and coming in here, even though you're going through what you're going through. All right. We good. We good, people. All right. Until next time, y'all hold it down. Peace.